Absolutely. One word I hear over and over and over again, Elise, is the word fear. Families have a great fear what would happen. Look into that camera and talk about that family who's worried about being deported, and how do you deal with that family who's dealing with so much fear, and what's a realistic fear and what's unrealistic fear about what's going on today.
I did a forum on Thursday night with the mayor of the village of Hempstead, as well as the chief of police of the village of Hempstead, and representatives from local schools were there. And one of those teachers stood up and began to cry as she talked about the youth in her school that are facing the need for psychological services, for counseling in order to handle or help them cope with the fear that they're feeling because they're afraid that they're going to come home from school one day and that their parents are going to be deported. So the impact that this fear, and it is absolutely the right word, is having on our communities, both immigrants and native born, right? Because you think a lot of these kids are U.S. citizens, is absolutely enormous. And it can be tough for us as advocates because our goal is to protect these communities. And so when now the challenges that they're facing are so broad, right? It's not just the fear of deportation, but it's the fear of how do you help that child deal with that fear. It is a really big struggle, and the fact is that these fears are very real for a lot of people. If you're here undocumented, you do think that all of a sudden, there could be a moment when you won't be there to pick up your child after school. A person who's dedicated, the last 15 years of their lives to being here and paying their taxes and supporting our economy and being upstanding citizens. The fact that they could just from one day to the next be removed from our communities, it would have an enormous impact not just on that individual or their families, but on Long Island as a whole.
Absolutely. And you want to, Becca, expand upon the fear that you see?
Absolutely. We have students who are afraid, no matter what their status might be. We have students who are afraid to go to school. They're afraid to leave their home. They're afraid to go grocery shopping. They're afraid to be anywhere in the community except where they can hide. And that to me was very, very telling of what this policy and this administration has implemented into our country, is this culture of fear. If I have a student come to class and they're like, teacher, I don't know what I want to do. I'm scared to come here. I'm scared to be at home. I tell them, we're here. We're family. We'll help you in every way we can. But it breaks my heart. I mean, the stress level that it's causing for not just adults, but the children. We have some students who are, still in high school, finishing their last year of high school, and it's terrifying sometimes.
Absolutely. One of the things that's great about your organization is that you really can make an impact on their lives. And what I want to hear now is some of the real inspirational stories that you've come across in your years working with young people about taking them under the wing and turning their life around and really stories that will touch people's hearts. I want to hear inspiration.
Oh, that's what we do. So the Pathway to Citizenship program provides free citizenship services to immigrants who are eligible to apply for citizenship. And in the past, not even 3 years, we've helped more than 2,000 immigrants apply for citizenship, which, let me tell you, it's a really, really, really big number. And the best part of that work is when a person becomes a citizen, they get what is called a certificate of citizenship. It's a little green piece of paper with their photo, and they bring it into my office after they're sworn in as a U.S. citizen, and they are just beaming. And they want to show me, they want to share that with me, because that's it. That's the paper that says, this is my country. I am as American as you are. And I always ask, how do you feel? What has this done? And the quotes that we get are just phenomenal. Someone says, I'm still smiling and this happened 3 months ago. Or, is there anything beneath me? I think I'm standing on cloud 9, right? Just to watch the excitement and the emotion that people feel to know that they are American citizens and that they will always be able to be part of this wonderful country. That to me is absolutely the most rewarding part.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. I know that we've had some students who have pushed themselves to complete a program, complete a semester in English classes, despite some pretty difficult odds. Losing family members, losing spouses, losing, children or what have you, but they've pushed past, and it's partly because we have that community, and that's really, really exciting.
That's awesome. Well, you guys have been great, and we hope that you come back to our show, because I think that hopefully by having you guys on a regular basis, we'll spread the word, and even if we help one person who might not be aware of the organization, it will make a difference, and that's what it's all about. That's what our show's about. That's what you guys are about. So if we keep doing interviews like this, and if we can bring some immigrants on the show, I think it's going to make a difference in a positive way.
Well, Howie, I give you a lot of credit for doing this show. I think it is phenomenal that there's a show like this that focuses on inspiring, positive topics, bringing light to topics that maybe other folks wouldn't want to discuss, but that have a really real part in the dialogue in our community. So good for you. We look forward to being back.
Well, we'd like to invite you back. I'm going to say, for when we do our special needs show, a lot of those families from the Glen Cove area, we're going to have some families, with immigrants, and I think that with children there, especially children with special needs, I think it would be perfect to have you guys join us when we have a big crowd of special need families on the 26th right here.
Absolutely, we'll be happy to come.
What do you think, Elise? I think having you guys with our special need families, and I'm sure some of them are from some immigrants, I think it's going to be a great combination. Children, immigrants, be awesome having you guys with them on the 26th right here.
We'll see you on the 26th.
All right. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this segment. It's such a big topic. And before we end the segment, Elise, most importantly, how can people they're watching this segment and say, I gotta contact them. So let's give out your contact information.
So the Central American Refugee Center can be accessed a number of different ways. You can go to our website, which is www.careceny.org, and all of our different contact information is available on that website.
Awesome. And any phone numbers you want to give out?
Absolutely. I believe it. I'm still memorizing it. 516-489-8330. Also, you can find us on Facebook, Pathway to English, Pathway to Citizenship Long Island, and you can contact us there.
And Becky, you're from South Carolina, so how do you like it here in New York? Because I get teased about my accent still. I'm from Boston, but being from South Carolina, what's the transition been like?
It's been fabulous. I'm not one for cold weather and snow. However, you get used to it. But when you find your place, you get used to it.
But I will tell you, next time you come, you got to try Pancho's Cantina, because this is by far the best Mexican restaurant in all of Long Island. So a good meal before a good show is always a good thing.
I agree.
All right, and Elise, thank you so much. I enjoyed meeting you guys. It's such an important topic, and I really want to keep it out there because I think you guys can definitely make, especially right here in Long Beach. It's a town of so many immigrants. You go up and down Park Avenue, there's so many Hispanic delis and all sorts. So it's a big topic right here in Long Island. So you guys are going to make a difference right here in our community.
Well, that's our hope, and we definitely have worked closely with the Long Beach community for years, and we look forward to doing so more in the future.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the segment, and they'll be back on the 26th. Come and join us on the 26th and get your questions ready. Thank you so much.